This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
You think this hair just naturally stays like that?
Log on and join our live conversation.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I do agree with you.
DBL starts right now.
Welcome to DBL. It is Wednesday, April 24th. We are live and we're talking about what you're talking about right now. I'm here with Erica, Jeff, Al, and I am Sam. Let's get started. Britney Spears is responding to all the rumors circulating around her mental health care. Check out this video she posted on Instagram.
Hi guys, just checking in with all of you who are concerned about me. All is well. My family has been going through a lot of stress and anxiety lately, so I just needed time to deal. But don't worry, I'll be back very soon.
Britney says that she posted the video because the things that are being said about her are getting out of control. There were even free Britney protests in West Hollywood pushing for her release from a mental health care facility where she is still staying. But now Britney is saying, quote, there are rumors, death threats to my family and my team, and just so many crazy things being said. I'm trying to take a moment for myself, but everything that's happening is just making it harder for me. Don't believe everything you read and hear. Meantime, Britney's sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, is also speaking out right now, saying on Instagram, quote, I love my sister with everything I have, so anyone or anything that speaks to the contrary can get the bleep or blank out of here with all the comments about what you don't understand. Do not come for me or the ones I love anymore. Erica, here's the thing. You've got people running rampant on social media thinking that they're helping Britney. They're actually hurting her. But what do you make of her video?
You know, I know that people have a lot to say about how she looked, like the aesthetics of the situation. But to be really honest, Britney looks like every other working mom at 38 years old. We just hold her to a higher standard. I understand that there are some things going on clearly, but I don't think that she should be judged and actually compared. I think that's a lot of the problem. People are looking at the aesthetics of Britney the machine. This is Britney the person. And honestly, I think that we have a lot of friends who are mothers of two, who are full-time moms, who look exactly like that when they get on social media.
I'm just a little concerned about, I agree with you. I'm just a little concerned about her being on social media. She also posted this video just moments ago, if we can look at this video. And I know she's trying to appear normal to everybody. Here's her workout video. But someone that's been in a treatment facility, I know enough about treatment facilities, for 30 days, and kudos to her for checking herself in, but that's serious. Do you think she should be on social media again?
No, but it's our fault. It's our fault. Obviously, this is a human being that's dealing with something very serious. And for everyone that has their conspiracy theories, all the people that even want to post videos that say, leave Britney alone. Remember that famous video? Why don't you take some of your own advice and leave her alone? If one of us was dealing with a family crisis, we just lost somebody suddenly, what you need is, I would get a text from you saying, Sam, you would say, Al, I appreciate it, but you know, me and my family need a few days to sort this out. That's nothing personal against me. When you're dealing with something this serious with mental health, if you really cared about the person, you would leave them alone, but you don't. You're using Britney and that hashtag, whatever hashtag's going around, to communicate and have your own community with people. If you really cared about her, you would back off and let her deal with this.
Yeah, I don't know why she uses social media as an outlet. That's just me. I don't know why she'd do that and open the door.
What if she feels forced to, because so many people are threatening her family?
Yeah, I would just ignore it. That's the best way to. That's me personally. I can't speak for what she's going through. She's going through something, obviously. Obviously, it's not what we think it is, because she said it's not what you think it is. I'm going through something else. She's in a facility getting help. What do you want from her?
Yeah.
What else do you want from her?
Isn't that enough?
Just leave.
Good on her.
Leave it.
Yeah,
let it go.
I know.
She's doing what she needs to do to get herself back on track and her family on track.
Yeah, well said. We are thinking about you, Britney. Yes, we are. We are learning more right now about Lori Loughlin's defense. Lori and her husband, Massimo Giannoli, are planning on using, are you ready for this, we didn't know defense in their upcoming college bribery case. That's according to Team Z. The report goes on to say that Lori will claim they didn't know the $500,000 they paid allegedly went to bribes, or that the pictures of their daughters on a rowing machine were used to pass them off as crew recruits. Al Jasside. But one big problem with that defense, Lori's husband allegedly sent at least $100,000 directly to the assistant athletic director. Meantime, Martha Stewart, who spent time in prison herself, is speaking out about Lori and fellow actress Felicity Huffman. When asked about the scandal at last night's Time 100 gala, Martha said, quote, "I just feel sorry for them, and they might have made a big mistake." Yeah, they did make a big mistake. The difference is I'm rooting for Felicity Huffman because she's owning it. She wants to be part of the solution. But then you have Loughlin, Al, who is saying, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's the definition of doubling down, and it's doubling down at the expense of all of our intelligence. And when people feel like you've insulted their intelligence, that's the ultimate insult. When you just go, yeah, I don't know. We just took fake group pictures because that's what everybody's family. We were doing Christmas cards. Stop. It's embarrassing, and you're further embarrassing yourself and digging a bigger hole.
Erica, what do we do? Because you know what? All you need is one little bit of reasonable doubt, and then she gets away with it scot-free.
Yeah, but what's really getting away with it scot-free? Clearly, this has been all about ego and status from the very beginning. So getting away with it scot-free would mean they get to maintain that level of ego and status. That is gone. That ship has sailed.
Court of public opinion.
Right. So, I mean, I get that she has to fight for her freedom, but that should be the only thing that she should be thinking about right now, because that next chapter looks a little murky.
Oh, yeah. And I know this got to tick you off.
I don't think she's doing any jail time. I'm just being honest.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think she's. I said it from the beginning. She's not doing it.
Do you mean because she'll go to trial and then she will be found not guilty? Is that what you believe?
I don't even know if it'll get there. I don't know if it'll get to trial. I never thought this was going to trial.
Yeah.
Celebrities get their way out of it. You got money, you could buy your way out of any problem. We've seen it before, so it's not crazy talk. We've definitely seen it before.
I don't know.
I think they could use her in other ways, like if they wanted to give her some kind of. I have no idea, but to use her to take advantage, like as a public person, to take advantage of it.
Bye. I think Becky's going behind bars.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'd like to put a little wager on it, but.
Yeah.
What?
Speaking of wagers, speaking of betting, the winner of a $768 million lottery jackpot, he has come forward.
Is it me?
It's not you, Al. I'm sorry. This is 24-year-old Manuel Franco from Wisconsin, who described what it was like to discover, can you imagine, he had the winning ticket. Watch.
I looked at it one number at a time, and I saw that first number. I didn't think anything of it, but I knew that it was something special because I normally don't get the first number. It's always the fourth or the fifth or, just the Powerball. And I see that second number, and my heart starts to pump and whatnot. And at that moment, I'm like, no freaking way.
Oh, my gosh. We've all had our lottery tickets. We've all, gotten butterflies. What would you have done if you looked at your lottery ticket and you knew you just won, how much was it? 700 million?
Well, just to,
Al, what would you have done?
The closest thing that I can remember is when I found out I got my 30-minute special on Comedy Central called me, told me, and I wanted to tell my mom, but I was ironically home in Cleveland. I wanted to tell my mom, no one was home. I started crying. I ran in the kitchen. I drank a bottle of champagne in the kitchen by myself.
Oh, my God.
And waited for my mom to come home. So, sometimes you want to celebrate, and there's no one to call. It's like a weird time of day. So, yeah, that's how I celebrate.
What would you do?
I'd break everything around.
Yeah, Jeff wants to break things. Yeah. You have the restaurant idea.
Yeah, I would smash all my TVs, the windows, everything.
Erica.
Yeah.
Would you smash everything in your gorgeous place, Erica?
No, I would probably get on my knees and pray. Aww. Honestly, because you're going to need some higher power.
Especially
or a force
since
greater
everyone
than
knows
yourself.
Your name. In Wisconsin, you have to come forward. I feel bad for him. Can't he just be anonymous?
You feel bad for him?
The fact that every single person known to man is going to become
He's not going to be living in Wisconsin much longer.
That's right.
Well,
no offense, Chris. No offense.
You can't hide.
Wisconsin.
No offense to both Chris's. Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, we have many Chris's here in the studio, clearly. DBL's Live will bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. Coming up, the juiciest moments from reality TV, including the very awkward scene from Vanderpump Rules that leaves Britney's family almost speechless, and you, the viewer, are our fifth host. California is pushing a controversial new proposal. What do you think? Should there be a law preventing hairstyle discrimination? We share your comments live. That's coming up next. And we're the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now.
You call it retiring, I call it quitting.
My only fear is that we will generalize all immigrants.
When I see my kids, man, I can hug them.
We are taking a stand.
Free the raccoon!
Are we on television?
Please, I look to you, DBL Nation. Share your thoughts. Welcome back to DBL. It is time for Fifth Host when we talk about what you're talking about. There is a new controversy in California over hair discrimination. The state Senate passed a bill yesterday. It would ban policies at schools and workplaces against natural hairstyles like afros, braids, twists, and weaves. You might remember a few situations that have caused an outcry, like the wrestler who was forced to cut his dreads because a ref said his hair violated the rules. While many people said that's discriminatory, but others did say that the rules apply to everyone. So what do you think? Should there be a law preventing hairstyle discrimination? Al, take it away.
All right, Sam. Todd from Facebook says, why do we need a law for this? These rules exist for a reason. It's not discrimination to tell people to be clean or look good. Well, Todd, I think you kind of said it with that last sentence. I mean, your description of what's clean and what looks good, I'm sure has been conditioned by your experience on this planet. A lot of people that might not look like you, that choose different hairstyles than you, aren't dirty. They're not poor. That's just the way they choose to style their hair. They just happen to look different than everybody else you know. So why don't you try something different? Meet some of these people, talk to them, and realize that we're all the same person. Has nothing to do with your hair, brother.
Amen.
Leroy from Twitter says there absolutely should be a law preventing hairstyle discrimination. Anytime anyone doesn't allow a certain hairstyle, it always feels like veiled racism to me. Yes, I agree, Leroy. It is covert racism. I had a conversation with my cousin who's 16 years old, and he told me that the braids that I was wearing at the time wouldn't be allowed in his school because it was a fire safety hazard.
Wow.
So then I asked him, what about the girls with long blonde hair? Are their hair considered fire safety?
Wow.
And he said no. And I said, well, are there girls in your school who have long blonde hair? And he said, of course. And I said, well, then why isn't that a fire safety issue? Especially, to be quite honest, because that hair will go up just as fast, if not faster, in a Bunsen burner. So I always question what the motive is. And really, it comes down to white being right. And anything that falls off that spectrum or goes too far off that spectrum becomes a problem in order to conform in the society. That's the reason why I decided to wear my hair natural on this show, because I think it's important to show people that you can be natural, beautiful, clean, sanitary, and professional while sitting on national television. And that isn't anything I choose to be covert about.
Nice, Erica. Well said.
I don't know how I'm going to follow that, but Nancy from Facebook says there should be grooming standards in place in our schools, but these standards shouldn't interfere with people trying to go to school or doing their jobs. I agree, but if you're going to do that, make sure it's the same for everybody across the board. And we're talking about race here, obviously. I do want to get back to sports, though, because that kid who cut his hair, cut it right before the match. The ref's like, either you forfeit or you don't go out there. And he cut his hair, and he went out there and he won in overtime.
He did?
Yeah, so I read the whole story. It was great. But I do think there's a bigger conversation in hair in sports. Because with the NFL, you know, like a lot of guys have the dreads or the long hair. That's part of the jersey, and their hair is getting ripped out. So, and the Yankees.
That hurts them, though. It doesn't.
Yeah, and then the Yankees still have, like, no beard, no hair past the shoulder. So I think it's a little different in this case. But in the schools and the workplace like that, absolutely not. Let people rock what they want.
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is such an important conversation. So thank you for writing in. Yeah, and Erica, well said. We'll be right back.
It's only a matter of time until your check engine light comes on, or worse yet, your car needs repair. That could mean a big surprise auto repair bill. Those repairs are more expensive than ever. A new engine can be over $5,000. A new transmission over $4,000. That's why it's so important you call CarShield today. CarShield is the #1 auto protection company in the country.
I like CarShield because they were reliable, they were affordable, and they were trustworthy.
Well, I think everybody should have CarShield. Once your manufacturer's warranty is expired, there's just no big bills. If we needed repairs, CarShield was there for us.
Now it's your turn to get the peace of mind that comes with having CarShield, so you can worry less about auto repairs. Call or go online right now to get CarShield for yourself. Friendly, knowledgeable, money-saving representatives are available 24 hours a day. So if your car is 20 years old or newer, just tell us the make and model of your car or truck to get an instant plan quote. In a matter of minutes, you can be covered.
I was elated that I had CarShield. I was more than happy.
It's no fun when you have a car and it's broken and you can't pay for it to get it fixed.
Here's how CarShield works. When your car needs repair, you take it to your favorite mechanic or even your dealer, and CarShield gets them paid directly. That's why CarShield is America's #1 auto protection provider.
CarShield is just the best thing to take away the fear that when something is going to go wrong with your car, because it will, and CarShield is going to be there to back you up.
My experience with CarShield is that they absolutely come through every time I need them.
If my car breaks down, I can count on CarShield to cover it for me. CarShield definitely has my back.
Now it's the time to make the smart choice and protect yourself from sky-high auto repair bills. Call now for a free and instant protection plan quote. It's only a matter of time until repairs are needed, and once your car breaks down, it's too late.
Call 1-800-505-9619. That's 1-800-505-9619.
Welcome back to DBL. It's the time in the show where we obsess over the juiciest moments from reality TV. So ladies, get your lassos ready because it's time for Reality Roundup. Yeah. First up on Vanderpump Rules, Britney and Jax's engagement takes center stage when Jax treats Britney's dad and 3 brothers to lunch in an effort to show them he's a changed man. Check it out.
You know, you sent that picture and that she was grinning from ear to ear, the big ring on her finger. What's important to me is the faithfulness behind it.
But if you do screw up, your life will be a living hell.
Again, I love Britney more than anything, but I got to take care of this guy here first. So I'm always going to be number 1.
I died. Erica, I died. When I saw this live, that was my reaction.
How could you say that in front of
Especially after he's already cheated on her.
He's cheated on her. He's disrespected her in so many other ways because honestly, I think some ways that men disrespect women are even worse than hopping in bed with some other woman. However, this is her father. They're clearly from the South. There's a system of family values there. And you're saying that you're going to be the number 1 priority in the relationship? You can't be the number 1 priority in the relationship. It's either y'all both the same priority and you level it together, or the children are the priority. But you can't tell somebody's dad.
Erica. Yeah. Let me turn myself. Okay, I'm turning right here. Hey, I'm on a swivel chair. Next up on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Puppygate continues. I know, Tori. To dominate the headlines, check out PK's brutal jab at Kyle Richards while they are backstage at a Boy George concert.
You could have issues. You can't even get on with your best friend, so you could have issues.
The whole reason I even got into this situation was speaking up on your wife's behalf.
That's not fair or cool.
Honey, it's a joke.
A joke is what you go, ha,
No, it's an English joke. It's not an American joke.
That's hilarious that it's just a difference in ethnicity. This Puppygate thing, in my opinion, it's a little much of the storyline. Little too much. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready for the jabs, and I'm ready for Kyle and Lisa to get back to that friendship that they've had for so long.
Me too. I love Kyle and Lisa together, but right now, yeah, there's a big rift between them.
I need that Puppygate to be over.
It's so cute how PK's living in his glass house and throwing stones because he's been all up LVP's pump since the beginning.
Yes, that's true. All right, I'm going to swivel again. Here we go.
Swivel.
And finally, on Love in Hip Hop Atlanta, Carly Red goes on her ex's radio show to give him an unexpected invitation. Ooh, enjoy.
Congratulations to your fiance, too.
Thank you. You know, your manager introduced us.
I didn't know that.
I decided to invite my ex, Jock, to my engagement party.
And me giving Jock an invitation for my engagement party, it's just putting a nail in the coffin.
Wow.
Yes, a big old nail in the coffin.
Carly Red is like an anomaly. First of all, nobody knows how old this woman is.
She looks different in every shot.
Yeah, like she has a daughter who looks like she could actually be
her friend.
Like, you can't tell. I don't know what she drank. I don't know what she ate.
Yeah.
But she's had, like, this woman has like 15 lives, and she remains the same.
Wow, Carly, share your secret, please, girl, please.
It's whatever Paul Rudd's eating. Okay. He hasn't aged.
Yeah, Paul Rudd looks good.
No.
Okay.
This is for real.
Yeah,
I know what this Paul Rudd thing is. I love Paul, but Paul has aged.
All right, this has been Reality Roundup.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Well, Welcome back to DBL. Now, you don't actually have to go off-roading to have a driving adventure. My girl Tori and I were lucky enough to get a sneak peek at Camp Jeep at the Denver Auto Show. It got us thinking of fun ways to get off the beaten path on the special edition of DBL Drive presented by who, y'all?
CarShield.
Oh, that wasn't great.
All right, we're here at Camp Jeep. Al and I are going through the treacherous.
We are off the beaten path, Tori.
Yeah, we are. And Steve, our driver, is awesome.
This is already like a ride. Like this. What? We need a better mayor to get these streets fixed.
Oh my God.
This is great.
This is amazing.
Tori, I actually went off the beaten path. I know I'm not the most nature
No, you don't
kind
love
of guy,
nature. No.
but I did for my honeymoon. We rented an SUV, and we went off-roading all through New Mexico, like off these like tiny kind of scary back roads.
How cold
This is cool.
Lord have
Tori,
mercy. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Now, how'd you just? Oh, I love this.
Oh my God. Wait, we're going up the stairs?
This would be better than running stairs.
Yeah, this is just sitting.
I found that driving upstairs is much better.
Oh my God, we're in a Jason Bourne movie. We're in a Jason Bourne movie. It's a good one. Oh my God, it's a terrible one. Oh my Lord. That was better than some first dates I've had.
I don't love to drive, but I do love some great scenery. Here are some ways to get off the beaten path this spring. Grab a co-pilot. Having another pair of eyes can be great at pointing out the sights you may not see. Stay in your comfort zone, but try a new route for a fresh perspective. And for all of your driving adventures, get an auto protection plan with CarShield. CarShield protects their members from the high cost of auto repairs. Call 1-800-505-9619 for a free quote.
That looked awesome. Thanks, guys. If you're leaving us right now, you can still watch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Here's what's coming up next on Daily Blast Live.
A phony heiress is on trial, accused of scheming her way into high society. You won't believe who she hired to bolster her defense. Then, imagine being weighed as you get on the airplane. We've got the skinny on the controversial idea. And a new poll shows most Americans lie about those picture-perfect vacations. So what else are we fibbing about? That when DBL comes back. This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
Because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
You think this hair just naturally stays like that?
Log on and join our live conversation.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I do agree with you.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to DBL. We are live and we're talking about what you're talking about right now. Let's get started. Big names in Hollywood, politics, and tech all hit the red carpet for the Time 100 Gala last night. And leading up to that was the Time 100 Summit, and the Mueller report was front and center. Listen to what senior White House advisor Jared Kushner and former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton had to say about it.
You know, what Russia did, you know, buying some Facebook ads. I think the investigations and all of the speculation that's happened for the last 2 years has had a much harsher impact on our democracy than a couple of Facebook ads.
Well, I think there's enough there that any other person who had engaged in those acts would certainly have been indicted. It could not be clearer.
But it wasn't all politics. There were some big performers at the gala as well, including singer Taylor Swift, Khalid, and a set from comedian Hassan Minaj.
That's my homie.
I love Hassan Minaj. That's not Hassan, that's Hassan. And of course, we have to talk about the outfits. T Swift looked amazing in this J. Mendel pastel dress. Ooh. And Ariana Huffington made a statement with this embroidered frock. But check out Brie Larson in this strapless Prada gown, flawless. So I just love how broad the Time 100 honorees are, right? You have people in politics, you have people in the tech industry, you have actors, you have activists. So I think Time really hit it out of the park when they tried to be inclusive to all the people, whether You disagree with the people or agree with them are influencing our world today.
Yeah, I do like a red carpet where you see people, obviously, like a Taylor Swift, Brie Larson, the red carpet is their jam. That's what they do.
Right.
You know, they're going to kill it.
They do it well.
But you see people who that's not necessarily their jam. They are the tastemakers in a whole different way. They are, you know, behind the scenes a lot of times, and you see them come forward and they look just as fierce. It's pretty amazing.
And can we talk about your boy, because I love me some Hassan Minhaj. Is he a nice person in real life?
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, it's Hassan or my boy Kamel Minhaj. It's just so great to see all my friends that we started off as young comics and we're all on TV or like
you too, Bill.
Thank you. It's really cool because I just remember us as like young goofy comics, you know, just sitting around drinking beers, and somebody sent me a picture of when we did the John Oliver Young Comedian special maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and it's me and my buddy Wyatt Tanakh, and just like I'm just looking at where we've all gone. So what a cool thing.
With hard work.
Yes, ma'am. But it's an honor to be sitting here with you guys. I love y'all.
Ma'am.
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 I can't call you ma'am.
Makes me feel like I'm like 50.
I don't mind people calling me sir. Do you care? I'm like, I pay taxes.
Kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I've been on a ma'am kick because,
I'm always called ma'am.
Since coming back from North Carolina, it's just like,
everybody.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, yeah.
Well, People Magazine's most beautiful person has just been named.
Is it me?
It's not you, Al. Raquel Villanueva has the news at the moment.
So close, Al. It's actually Jennifer Garner. She is gracing the cover of People's Beautiful issue. She's praised for her ability to balance her Hollywood career and business ventures, but to her, none of it compares to being a mom of 3 with her ex-husband, Ben Affleck. Jennifer says whenever she comes home from a glam photo shoot, her kids ask her to wash off the makeup and put on some sweats because that's what makes her seem more like mom. The Beautiful issue hits newsstands on Friday.
I love this. We've seen People Magazine's beautiful issue evolve. What?
I was going to say, Raquel looks like she should be holding a statue or something. Did you see her?
Is it? It's like the shiny.
Are you accepting an award, Raquel?
Yeah, I was actually at the gala last night too. I just like flew in for this.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Look at her. Yeah, she did.
Sorry, I had to say that.
I think acknowledge it. She looks flawless. But I love that People Magazine. You know, a lot of people have given it flack for the most beautiful person in the world. Is that a shallow title? When in reality, you look how beautiful inside and out Jennifer Garner is, and a mother hustler. Her company, Once Upon a Farm, is such a cool company. If you haven't heard about it, you can get it anywhere. Target. And what it is, it's organic ingredients for children to eat, and she makes sure that kids, no matter where they live, that everybody has access to organic ingredients. So what she does, Once Upon a Farm, what she does is when she sells a certain number of products, she makes sure that the schools that don't have access to organic products get her products, and I just applaud her. I really love her.
She's a great person, you know, and being good sometimes is boring, and we don't give her enough credit for the things that she does. She's a wonderful mom. The things that she did for Ben Affleck when he was in rehab, just quietly being a great person, the things she does for philanthropy behind the scenes. She's a good person. She deserves that. And all the time, all we do is talk about people who mess up in some sort of way. And could this be a comeback? That's great, too. But we should celebrate people doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Really agree.
Way to go. Congrats to Jennifer Garner. As we speak, a jury is deliberating in the trial of fake German heiress Anna Sorkin. Anna is accused of defrauding people and businesses while pretending to be a German heiress in New York City. Prosecutors say she went on a 10-month spending spree, and it looks like she's not done yet. She has reportedly hired a stylist to pick her outfits for trial, like this black number with an Yves Saint Laurent blouse and Victoria Beckham pants, or this dress from Zara. There's even a whole Instagram account dedicated to her style, Erica Cobb. Erica Cobb, come on now, Erica Cobb.
Yes.
Erica
yes,
Cobb. Erica Cobb. We have a con woman. We have a con woman who is being glamorized and celebrated on social media.
That's what we like. That's the whole premise of Instagram.
Yeah.
It's not about being, it's about what you can make it look like. And so here you have a woman who is embodying everything, because if you do it successfully, you can have a full run, you can rent an heiress life for as long as someone will allow you to do it. There's a woman right now who's serving, just got sentenced to a year in prison for defrauding because she needed to keep up with her image on Instagram.
So what did she do?
Well, she ended up on her prostitution date, taking the credit card of the man who passed away during her date, and ran up a $20,000 bill because
so she was
keep up with the Joneses. Or she had too much pressure to keep up on social media.
Okay, where are we today?
Yeah, well, I think
passed away on the date. Well, you know, we've had conversations about how things can happen on dates, and apparently it's totally normal.
See, Eric, I think you're forgetting the age-old saying, fake it till you're arrested. And I mean, honestly, sadly, it works. We're talking about it on national TV, and sorry, those pictures look great. She looks great.
She doesn't
Those are nice fashions.
My question is
she is killing it in jail.
And those pants.
Erica, for an arraignment, she's the best person dressed at that arraignment.
Can we get just a second?
See, look at that. I love that. Now look what she's doing. It's focused. It's like that look says I'm doing 5 to 10, but I'm living my best life. Look at that.
She looks
like,
a mess there.
She looks a
choker in court.
Dude. See, now that one, very mysterious, very Dara, 1990.
All right.
Loving that.
All right, DBL Nation, weigh in.
Daria, thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Get it right.
La 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 la.
All right, well, flying can be a hassle, just ask Jeff Schroeder. But flying with bags, kids, or grandkids, yeah, but it could get even more annoying, all thanks to a British startup. The company reportedly wants to weigh passengers before they get on flights. They say it will help with fuel efficiency because planes will get a more exact amount of fuel that correlates to weight. Right now, airlines just rely on estimates for weight, but DBL Nation, we need to hear from you. Would you ever let someone weigh you before a flight? Head to dblvote.com. Let us know what you think. How embarrassing.
If it saves me $1,
no
way.
No way. Do
Listen,
you know how embarrassing it is for people to weigh themselves, let alone in the privacy of their own room, let alone people behind them in line?
Well, you asked me. I said for 50 cents, weigh me.
Although you don't like long lines, you know how much longer lines would be if everybody.
But they do. I mean, this is never going to happen in the United States, ever, ever, ever. But they do need to get something under control here because your carry-on could be 50 pounds and your other bag could be 10 pounds. Like, I just want to just bring a bag of bricks on sometimes, just despite the airlines, because I have free bags, and be like, take care of that. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Go ahead. The airlines, they gouged me when I was poor.
Well, I mean, if they're just like, hey, this is the way to make it. I don't know, Jeff. I mean, this does seem like the most fair way. If we're sending cargo, let's say you're not sending yourself, take yourself out of it. If you're sending cargo, you will be charged based on the space you take up and the amount of weight that it costs. So this is a very fair way to do it. I'm not saying it's practical.
I don't think it's a fair way at all. First of all, weight means nothing. Someone
on an airplane?
Well, when it comes down to your personal space, someone could weigh more than what the average person is and not take up any of your personal space. So I never believe in weighing people. I do think that things need to be done so that the airlines are more active in deciding when something has been crossed and not leave it to be the due diligence of the passenger. I had a situation like that happen to me recently at an airline, and I tweeted it and asking for someone to come over and do something about it, and they told me to take care of it myself. So I think that it is important that the airline gets involved, but I don't think that weighing people is the answer.
All right.
Yep. Let's see what DBL Nation has to say. 52% they said no. That's not that big of a difference. Yikes.
Some thin people.
We'll be right
back.
And we're the only live show that covers what you're talking about right now.
You call it retiring, I call it quitting.
My only fear is that we will generalize all immigrants.
When I see my kids, man, I can hug them.
We are taking a stand.
Free the raccoon!
Are we on television?
Please, I look to you, DBL Nation. Share your thoughts. Welcome back to DBL. Take a look at this. It seems like a picture-perfect beach vacation. Well, it's not. You may remember Kim Kardashian posted this to social media a few years ago, raving about her trip to Thailand, mentioning how beautiful it was. Well, fans were quick to call her out since she posted, or ripped rather, this pic off of Google. Uh-oh. But it turns out many of us are doing the same thing, lying about great vacations. A new survey reveals that more than half of travelers exaggerate the truth about their trips. Lying about the weather is at the top of the list, while people also fudge the truth about their accommodations and sightseeing. And 1 in 10 say they have posted a fake pic on social media to show off their vacation. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. Have you anybody ever exaggerated about your vacation, even if it had to do with like your kids? Oh, the kids were so great, and in reality, the kids were a nightmare, and it made the whole vacation a nightmare.
I think it's assumed that the kids are a nightmare. Unless they sleep, I just assume it was really bad. But I don't think I've ever exaggerated about a vacation. I don't really put my vacations up too much. That's not my. I feel like that's the one time to not post.
Yeah, I don't either.
I exaggerate the other way.
Me
then
too.
people aren't like, it must be nice. So you're like, it rained the whole time. But you feel
people
compelled.
Look at that area.
Yeah, you just feel.
Well,
just had a picture of you and
Let's see. I want to see the Greece.
Oh,
where's that?
Yeah, that was pretty bomb.
Oh,
that was
that
was Santorini.
Gorgeous.
It was horrible. It was so hot.
No, but you're right. There is also on the flip side of this, as you just mentioned, there's vacation shaming. Sean King, who is a very awesome activist, said that he doesn't even post vacation photos because people will say that, what are you doing? You're supposed to be an activist. You're supposed to be speaking for us.
You can't be a complete
human being. You can't win. You can't win, Jeff.
Yeah, I don't know. Just go on vacation. That's kind of a loser move by Kim Kardashian. She has the means to go anywhere and do anything she wants in the world.
Maybe she was afraid to show.
No, maybe she was lazy and she Googled it. Yeah. That's exactly what happened.
Is that you, Jeff?
Is that you, Jeff? Where are you?
That's White Sands, New Mexico.
Whoa, don't fall.
That's Yosemite. It's a trick. I'm on
that's
a
like
rock.
Free Solo right there.
That's Yosemite.
That's awesome.
If you haven't seen Free Solo, by the way, man, that's somebody who's scaling like literally Half Dome in Yosemite without anything. I think we do have some photos, but mine are often just super touristy and basic. Can we see my? Yeah. Oh. Very touristy and basic. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do you have the picture of you touching the Eiffel Tower? But it's just
no,
like
but there I am. There I am at you're not supposed to take pictures in the Vatican underneath the.
That girl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's move on. Since we're constantly scrolling through our friends' lives on social media, this got us wondering what else people are lying about. Here's a few. Pretending your relationship is all smiles. We've all seen the happy couple image. Claiming to work out harder than you actually do. We've all seen the gym selfie. Mm-hmm. And fooling your followers into thinking you eat healthier than you actually do. Hashtag kale salad. Or it's the person that's like, got my burger and fries, and it's like the gorgeous girl in the bikini.
Yeah, it's that fake bite where she spit it out as soon as she. Yeah,
Not always.
I've always wanted to like have a social media account, maybe where it's just like all the terrible things that happen in life, like me going into my tax attorney's office, like just terrible things. I would follow that in a second.
That was my social media from about 2013 to about 2015, like, yeah.
You must get the most scrutiny because you have so many followers from Big Brother, you and Jordan. Do you ever have people blame you for doing certain things? Have you noticed that?
No, just the parenting is the biggest thing.
Annoying.
Because I don't post, like, I go to the gym every day. I don't post a gym selfie. I never feel the need. I cook every day. I don't post the pictures of my food. I think it's ridiculous.
But your children, they say stuff.
But so I post pictures of my children. That's the only thing people comment on. If I did post a gym selfie, I'm sure somebody would have something to say. So people are going to have something to say about no matter what you post. Go on vacation, eat what you want, post what you want, have fun with your life. Don't even look at those comments.
Yeah, right. Good call. All right, well, coming up, doctors saved his life after a head-on crash, but strangers made his survival possible.
Goodness.
His amazing story coming up next.
It's only a matter of time until your check engine light comes on, or worse yet, your car needs repair. That could mean a big surprise auto repair bill. Those repairs are more expensive than ever. A new engine can be over $5,000. A new transmission over $4,000. That's why it's so important you call CarShield today. CarShield is the #1 auto protection company in the country.
I like CarShield because they were reliable, they were affordable, and they were trustworthy.
Well, I think everybody should have CarShield. Once your manufacturer's warranty is expired, there's just no big bills. If we needed repairs, CarShield was there for us.
Now it's your turn to get the peace of mind that comes with having CarShield, so you can worry less about auto repairs. Call or go online right now to get CarShield for yourself. Friendly, knowledgeable, money-saving representatives are available 24 hours a day. So if your car is 20 years old or newer, just tell us the make and model of your car or truck to get an instant plan quote. In a matter of minutes, you can be covered.
I was elated that I had CarShield. I was more than happy.
It's no fun when you have a car and it's broken and you can't pay for it to get it fixed. fixed.
Here's how CarShield works. When your car needs repair, you take it to your favorite mechanic or even your dealer, and CarShield gets them paid directly. That's why CarShield is America's #1 auto protection provider.
CarShield is just the best thing to take away the fear that when something is going to go wrong with your car, because it will, and CarShield is going to be there to back you up.
My experience with CarShield is that they absolutely come through every time I need them.
If my car breaks down, I can count on CarShield to cover it for me. CarShield definitely has my back.
Now it's the time to make the smart choice and protect yourself from sky-high auto repair bills. Call now for a free and instant protection plan quote. It's only a matter of time until repairs are needed, and once your car breaks down, it's too late.
Call 1-800-505-9619. That's 1-800-505-9619.
Welcome back to DBL. Every 2 seconds, someone in the U.S. needs blood, whether it's a cancer patient, a premature infant, or someone with a blood disorder. Just one blood donation can save up to 3 lives. Dan Richmond is one of those lives saved, and here is his comeback story.
On a July day in 2012,
it was a disaster, to say the least.
Dan Richmond's life changed forever.
It's a 90-mile-an-hour accident.
It was Friday the 13th. Dan was a mile from home, and his SUV was struck head-on by another driver.
Honestly, I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it was.
His wife, Megan, rushed to the scene to be by his side.
He was awake, and he was talking to me, and I was standing right next to the car.
I saw her at the accident scene. I got to tell her I love her, and that was the last thing I remembered for 37 days. Once they took me in, there was literally someone in the ED room squeezing bags of blood into my body as quickly as humanly possible. They used 121 units of blood to save my life.
That was a horrible moment. Dan was bleeding from every space he could possibly be bleeding from.
My wife was 7 months pregnant at the time. She was there the entire time, and you think I'm tough for surviving the accident, she's 10 times tougher.
I mean, it was really scary. I was scared.
When I woke up from the coma, 37 days after the accident, I felt completely out of time, out of place. I was seeing double, didn't have a clue as to what was going on. And I had to learn how to walk again. I literally had to learn how to actually eat again.
When he finally woke up and we were finally able to just talk to each other, it was just, thank goodness, you're back.
Dan woke up from his coma in time for the most joyful moment in his life.
I have a life now. I have a little person who very much depends on me, and I have to be there for him.
Thank goodness he was up and, ready to go when Sawyer was born.
To define the joy of having my firstborn son in my hands.
Thanks to Vitalant, the nation's second largest blood service provider, Dan was able to meet 17 of the blood donors who helped save his life.
Because it took every single one of them to keep me alive, and meeting them was the most humbling experience I've ever had in my life.
That was the most wonderful experience ever. I got to hug each and every one of them.
So I didn't donate before the actual accident. I didn't. But now, knowing the effects and the benefits.
To give of yourself to save someone else, whew, that's pretty amazing.
An hour out of your time, out of your life, one day can make such a difference to so many others.
They saved our life. They made our life that we have here possible.
Now, Dan is an ambassador for Vitalant with a mission to inspire others to donate blood so that more lives like his can be saved.
Such an incredible story. Now, while all blood types are needed, there's always an elevated need for type O blood. To find out how you can save a life and fuel someone else's comeback story, visit Vitalant.org. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. When you go on vacation, you have so many options of where to stay, but check out this potato hotel in Boise.
What?
According to Airbnb, you can stay inside this 6-ton fake potato, complete with a bed, fireplace, and even AC. That's cute for $200 a night. There's no windows.
What?
But look how cute. Can we see inside? That's cute.
$200 in Boise? You could get the penthouse. Are you crazy?
What do you mean? You were just there. Why didn't you stay there?
This weekend. I didn't know that was an option. I just stayed in a condo. Yeah, that was awesome.
That looks cool. I'm all about it. You're not into it?
No.
Okay.
Not even for an hour or two?
Marriott.
There we go.
I actually secretly like it.
We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye, guys.